And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right. One carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. Got a full game ahead of him. Hand it to him again. See if they can start to produce.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Throwing is Hurts. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's the Eagles' new punter for 2021, Aaron Sipos, to punt it away. Ray McLeod deep for Pittsburgh. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the group.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. So that connection with Brown came on the post route.
And he makes you question yourself as a scout, doesn't he? He's a 6th-round pick. I mean, his level of play is a 1st-round, top 10, top 5 pick. He's been that impressive in his ability to run all routes, but I think he likes going to the post and catch it because that usually results in a big play.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Now, 1st quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they? I'm
wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star or veteran. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. There's the former quarterback, Greg Ward Jr. 7 yards the pickup there.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. To throw again on second down. Minshew. Johnson with a completion over the middle. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. And they'll get it.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really. In this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Minshew has it knocked out, fumble, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. On third down, it's Harris. Breaks through the contact. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Now a first down carry for Harris.
That's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the first round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They run with Harris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Buying time to his left. Man open left side is Brown. It's third down. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Flush to his right. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes this 35-0 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, the return, Boston Scott. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they return, then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Robert Spillane able to bring him down. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Let's see now what Colin Kaepernick has been up to so far in this game. And the deep ball has been his friend, Mr. Davis, and to the tune of the lead right now.
And isn't it fun to watch? I mean,
the Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Well, now this pass brought in by Brown, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because...
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Steelers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was the rookie, Najee Harris, who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine it. Halftime, they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Minshew sets to throw. And that will be incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. With it is Brown. Brown with his stick skills. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Harris starts the drive on the ground. Stops shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. Oh, what a move. And some room to work. 131 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, 28 yards. And this Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. Kaepernick looking to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. He coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Steelers. Two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Oh, with a juke. He's got room to run past the 20. There he goes, left side. 30. 10, 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, 93 yards. And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. And here's Scott to return it. Now a crease here as he's